So today I'm going to tell you about Hildegard von Bingen, otherwise known as Saint Hildegard, despite not being an official saint. Today we best know Hildegard for her role in Christian mysticism and her well-known visions. However, she had much more that influenced modern philosophy. But to truly understand her writings, one must first understand the life Hildegard went through. She was born in 1098 as the 10th child in her family. As was tradition for the time, she was dedicated to the church. Now, there's some speculation that her parents actually donated her to the church because they were poor and couldn't afford another child, but it's much more likely that it was because she was the 10th child. From a young age, Hildegard is what we consider sickly. However, there's a chance that Hildegard was actually using this to hide the fact that she had visions. She knew that they were not normal, so she tried her best to hide them from her family. At age 8, Hildegard was given to the church under the anchoress Judah. Anchors were religious men and women who lived a very solitary life, locked in a small room. Now, in order to teach, Judah would have her pupils enter for a very small amount of time to receive their education. Hildegard was not very satisfied with her education and felt it was not in-depth, it was very rudimentary. But despite this, during this time, Hildegard discovered music. This music would go on to inspire her own music, which we very well know today. At age 38, Hildegard was elected magistra by her covenant community. This position was the same as Judah, where Hildegard would act as a sort of leader and teacher of the community. It was also during this time that Hildegard reluctantly began her writing. It's said that she did not want to write and refused to do so until she had a vision which convinced her otherwise. Still, Hildegard was so concerned with her writing that she wrote to the Pope to assure her writings were canon, and she was assured. But of her works, the most crucial works Hildegard wrote was Ordo Vituratum, Scivias, Liber Vitae Meritum, Liber Divorum Operum, and Liber Subtilitium, all of which discussed Hildegard's views, thoughts, and at the time, rather progressive and spectacular ideas. From all of this, Hildegard had many key thoughts, many of which can be summarized in a quote she herself said. "Humankind, full of all creative possibilities, is God's work. Humankind alone is called to assist God. Humankind is called to co-create. With nature's help, humankind can set into creation all that is necessary and life-sustaining." Hildegard combined the philosophical teachings of the previous church fathers with her own experience to develop a unique set of ideas. At the time, her ideas were considered groundbreaking. However, by today's standards, they seem much more like superstition and mysticism, which is fitting as she was considered a Christian mystic. Some of her ideas include the gift of nature, naturopathy, nutrition, fasting, regeneration, and soul cleansing. As I said, Christian mysticism. Now, the biggest question many are probably wondering is, why is Hildegard considered important to contemporary philosophy? What does this woman who believed in naturopathy and music have to do with all the modern philosophy we have in this world today? Now, as famed writer Matthew Fox said, Hildegard is a great creation-centered mystic of the West. By this simple quote, Fox means that despite having an outdated idea set, Hildegard is still aided in the development of the foundation to modern philosophy. Most notably is Hildegard's extremely progressive ideas for the time regarding men and women's equality. We can consider this the true first steps in modern feminism. Hildegard set forth an idea of men and women being balanced in the world, that both played key roles and parts in this world. This set of ideas has worked to the groundwork for modern feminism movement, and is a key reason as to why we should study Hildegard von Bingen. Forged by her life, the teaching of Hildegard formed the groundwork for much of modern philosophy in regards to Christianity and feminism.